The electoral body has been counting votes for 3 days with no clear winner, showing López Aliaga narrowly leading in a highly fragmented race. The political landscape is deeply divided, with López Aliaga's conservative platform gaining traction among voters seeking order amid instability and rising crime. The prolonged uncertainty will increase pressure on institutions and likely lead to a runoff, shaping Peru's political future and governance approach. French courts have found Lafarge guilty of financing jihadist groups in Syria, sentencing former CEO Bruno Lafont to prison for payments made to ISIL to keep operations running. This matters because Lafarge's payments directly supported terrorist control over Syrian resources, showing how corporate greed is fueling conflict and terrorism financing. This ruling will force multinational companies to tighten oversight in conflict zones and face harsher legal consequences for complicity in war crimes and terrorism. The Pope has begun a 2-day visit to Algeria, marking the first papal trip to the country and promoting Christian-Muslim coexistence. Algeria is facing ongoing religious tensions rooted in its 1990s civil war and legal restrictions on religious minorities, making dialogue urgent. This visit will increase pressure on Algeria to ease religious restrictions and strengthen its role as a regional mediator for peace. David Hinton has announced he will forego his bonus after Southeast Water's repeated outages and public backlash. The company is facing intense regulatory and political pressure for infrastructure failures and poor crisis management. This will increase demands for leadership accountability and force Southeast Water to accelerate infrastructure improvements. George Robertson has highlighted Britain's growing defense vulnerabilities due to delayed investment plans and funding shortfalls. The UK government is prioritizing welfare spending over defense, causing critical gaps in military readiness and modernization efforts. This will increase Britain's exposure to external threats and force urgent reforms to restore national security credibility.